the same ethnic community. The management response. Mr. Speaker, the management response that most of the staff working in the company was staff transferred from the Department Municipal Council of Director and former National Water and Pipeline Corporation. Conservation therefore major equipment was done before the work visits in the government came into place. However, as we do it, we endeavor to balance the same to reflect the provisions of the National Cohesion and Integration Act 2008. The two observations. The committee observed that 96% of the total of the 179 employed by the company were from dominant community in the county, contrary to the provision of the National Integration Section 7, 1 and 2. Committee recommendations. The committee recommends that any further future recruitment in this company should represent the diversity of the Kenyan people and in compliance with the law. Unlimited retirement benefits obligations. The statement of financial position and disclosed with 26 of the financial statement reflects a balance of 13,143,036 non-current retirement benefits obligations and a balance of 21,244,161 for non-current retirement benefits obligations. During the audit, it was noted that the company had not remitted employee retirement pension amounting to Kenya shillings 84,387,167 as detailed below. In the table, details Provident Fund amount 61,760,150. National Water and Pipeline Corporation 11,955,943. LAP Fund 10,607,821. Total 84,307,167. Failure to remit statutory deduction is a breach of the law and may attract penalties and fines to the company, which will continue to increase liabilities. No provisions for the fines and penalties has been factored in these financial statements. Non-remittance of the retirement benefit obligation also denies the retirees the due benefit, exposing them to an unwarranted salary. Management response. The management acknowledged that the company has not remitted retirement benefits obligations. Also, the company has been facing financial challenges due to inconsistent water supply and use of non-conservative tariff. Out of 84,307,167, Kenya shillings 14,773,617 shillings were inherited from Philippine Bay Water and Sanitation Company. In the financial year, out of the grants, the WASCO received from the water fund, the company remitted 8,941,075 to the pension scheme in an effort to reduce retirement benefits obligations. Currently, the WASCO is implementing a new tariff and forecast to allow the company to reduce the same gradually over time. Lastly, the WASCO has made a request to the company, to the county government of Bridgeo, to support company clear outstanding amount. Mr. Speaker, committee observations. The committee observed that company has not been remitting retirement benefits and statutory deduction for its employees amounting to 4,387,167, which is a breach of the law. This is a sign that the company is not able to meet its financial obligations as and when they fall due. Committee recommendation. The committee recommended that companies should remit all outstanding retirement benefits and statutory deductions to avoid attracting fines and penalties to the company. As a result of non-remittance of retirement benefits, the committee further recommends that the county government should loan the obligation or provide a subsidy to the company as per the contract signed at the market. Number 6, unlimited statutory deduction. The statement of financial position reflects state and other payables balance of Kenya 224,814,598, which, as disclosed in the 27 to the financial statement, includes employees payable of Kenya 5,678,760, which comprises of unlimited pay of Kenya 16,997,125, NSSF of 99,802, 49,470. Salary areas of 23,122,905 and other deductions amounting to 15,321,005 related to SACCO deductions and loan repayment. Management indicated that failure to submit the statutory deduction was occasioned by lack of funds. Failure to pay the statutory deduction is strict of law and continues to attract penalties, which continue to increase liabilities to the company. Management response. The management acknowledges the existence of employee payable amount to 5 678,768 in relation to employee salaries. The company has been facing financial damage due to impossible water supply and use of non-cost facility tariffs. The amount necessary for NSF Kenya should be 9,854 NHI, code of 9,470 were for the month of June 2022. The amount in relation to paid for Kenya should be 16,907,425. Kenya should be 1,721,401 is June 2022 salaries. The balance relates to the financial year 2012-2013, where CBA was implemented and the amount was due to accumulate arrears. Other deduction amounted to 15,329,000 are loan deductions, insurance, and net salary arrears of 23,122 resulted from outstanding collective bargaining agreement which is yet to be implemented. In short term, the amount related to June 2022 pay, as I said, NHIF as a ratio of pay. For pay balance, a discussion with KRA on the same on modalities of entering into part of the agreement to clear the same was done. Committee observations. The committee observed that company has not been permitting statutory deduction for its employees, which is a breach of the law. These are signs that the company is not able to meet their obligations and as when they fall due. Committee recommendations. The committee recommended that the company should meet all outstanding statutory deductions to avoid attracting fines and penalties to the company as a result of non-remittance. The committee further recommends that the county government should honor their obligations of providing subsidy to the company as per contract signed during the time of merger. Basis for conclusion. Number one, ineffective cash management. The statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income and note 10 to financial statement reflect yellow operating expense amounting to 63,506,838, which includes domestic travel amounting to 4,722,188. The amount of the same payment of night outs allowances to various company officers. An expense instead of issuing such officers with interest, which are accounted for the after time of duty station. Management response. The management informed the committee that the recommendation was noted and currently interest are being used. Committee observations. The committee observed that the same was the result of weak internal controls in the company. Committee recommendations. The committee recommends that financial regulations and procedures are adhered to at all times. Mr. Speaker, I now read the report on the Auditor General for Kericho County Water Sanitation Company for the year ended 30 June 2021. Generally, the report is almost similar, but I will use such a time possible to go through the report. I will not go through the introduction, the definitions, those are similar. Let me go to basics for qualification of the opinion, trade and other receivables. The statement of the financial positions, trade and receivables balance of Kenya is 204,010,769, which, as disclosed in the 18th, the financial statement include other receivables of Kenya shillings 8,100,000, being receivables from shareholders related to the ordinary share capital. However, the register of shareholders was not provided for audit. Further, the note also reflects an amount of 8,780,552 in respect of value added tax recoverable that had been outstanding for more than 2 years, and for which acknowledgement by Kenya Revenue Authority was not provided for audit. In circumstances, the accuracy and validity of the reported trade and other receivable balance of 204,010,000 could not be confirmed. The management response. The committee was told that the amount of VAT receivable resulted when water service was VAT exempt, and the input VAT was claimable. Previous claims were done and the same was being refunded. On the other hand, the share capital amount refers to cost of ordinary share capital that is yet to be paid by the county government. In case of VAT receivable amount, the company is currently in discussion with KRA, the Kericho office, while the unpaid share capital remained a letter to the county government of Kericho for payment of share capital has been sent to the county. Committee observations. The committee noted that there is no evidence or acknowledgement from KRA that VAT amount of Kenya shillings 8,782,502 is due to Glasgow. This is an indicator that the amount may not be recovered and is only being recorded in books to cover for the losses being made by the company. Furthermore, there is no prior evidence or communication between the company and the county government of Kericho on the payment of the share capital of 8,100,000. The register of shareholders was not provided for audit. However, no complete reason was provided why the documents were not provided to the auditors at the time of audit. Committee recommendations. The committee should write off, the company should write off the VAT amount of Kenya shillings 8,782,502 as bad debts and the books be adjusted accordingly, since the chance of being collected is minimal. All the documents required should be provided to the auditors in time as per Section 9 of Public Audit Act 2015. The company should be proactive and avoid recreationary approach to issues. The county government should pay up for its share capital in the company. Number 2, and disclose material uncertainty relating to the point concerned. The statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income reflects an operating loss of Kenya 10,149,406. The loss resulted in an accumulated negative retained earnings balance of 117,228,674 as 32/2021. In addition, the total current liabilities balance of Kenya 347,794,073, exceeding the current asset balance of Kenya 204,475,275, resulting to a negative working capital of 122,318,798. The company was therefore unable to meet its financial obligation, and when they fall due, the state of affair is an indicator of an acute challenge facing the company, which raises significant doubt on its ability to continue to operate as going concern without support from creditors and county government. However, the material and scientific relation to the going concern and any mitigation measures put in place by the company directors to reverse the undesirable trend have not been disclosed in the financial statements. Management response. The company acknowledged current liability balances exceeding current asset balance, resulting in negative working capital of 1,218,798. The committee was informed that the bank took the company took over operation of cleaning gas and sanitation company, and the assets and liabilities were transferred to Kericho Water on 2nd of November 2018. Kenya shillings 216,161,623 comprised of provisions for retirement benefits obligations, trade and other payables, customer deposits, and deferred income. The county government of Kericho gave subsidy support towards bad water and electricity for the funds to meet the water and sanitation company rural schemes, totaling of 16,500,000. Additionally, when the pollution came into force, Bomet Water Company was formed and took over the operation within Bomet, which was then under service provision of area of 3 days. A deed of transfer was signed enumerating the assets liabilities that were shared by the two water companies. In a deed of transfer, 25,073,371 of the outstanding liabilities as at 30 June 2018 was paid to Bomet Water Company, and there is still outstanding balance despite several written reminders. Furthermore, during the talk about the water and sanitation company by Kericho Water, the water service related report was set, gave several conditions to be undertaken before takeover. One of the conditions was that the county government of Kericho, being the sole shareholder of the 20, to settle all the liabilities borne by Kericho Water and sanitation company, and some support agreement was signed. Therefore, the liabilities amounted to 65,491,855 was repaid by county government of Kericho as one, and continuous monthly payment support for bank water, salary harmonization, and electricity and water and sanitation company. Also, the financial year under review, the company operated 2 non-cost distinct tariffs, which didn't cover its cost of operations. A tariff review has been done, and the company currently is a new tariff, which was rolled out in March. We expect an increase in revenue, which will lead to break-even for the company in the long run. During the financial year of the new treatment was planned. This project will inject additional 13 million cubic of water a day, which will target areas such as Belwood, Anamoi, Social, Quebec, and environment. This last mile connectivity will lead to additional water connection and an increase in bill volume of water. This will lead to increased water sales and positive financial impact on the company. Attached is the progress report for the project as of July 2023. Committee observation. The committee observed that the going concern of the company was doubtful and therefore not capable to meet financial obligations as and when the report due. It was found out that the company has no functional board of directors to give strategic direction to the company, and its sustainability is doubtful. Committee recommendation. The county created through Department of Water, Environment and Natural Resources should honor its undertaking of supporting the company by contract signed during the merging of the two water companies. The appointment of the board of directors should be expedited and management structure and operation should be looked into and come up with an optimal operating model for the company. The company should embed technology in its operation to cut costs and debt and limited statutory deductions. The statement of financial position reflects trade payables of 220,506,842, which, as disclosed in 24A and B to financial statements, include employees payable of Kenya 55. Frequent water disconnection by moment affects billing and revenue collection, and the lower revenues negatively affect the company financial base. The payee arrears accrued during the year 2014-2015 and 2015-2016 financial years, which is as a result of payment of CBA arrears of 2005-2007. The amount of payment of Kenya 16,507,676 and 1,505,342 in June 2021 salaries, and was paid on 8th of July 2021. The balance of 14,901,334 days the implemented CBA. Staff gratuity of Kenya 5,605,799 is a provision that will fall due at the end of contract of staff members. Included in the unpaid salaries of Kenya 33,791,178 is Kenya shillings 19,843,196 related to the salary arrears of the Rural Call Center for the period after takeover, November 2018. The balance of 13,947,921 are payments for net salaries, loan deductions, and other staff payroll deductions of the month of June 2021. The company has done the following. A. Request for government for to certain pay arrears has been made, and in addition, a payment plan with KRA has been negotiated. B. For the case of salary arrears for the Rural Call Center, follow up with county government of Kericho to commit the subsidy support agreement. For upward tariff review was done in financial year and review and was approved in the financial year 2022-2023. This will increase billing and the reduction in liabilities. Furthermore, the completion of new Dukamoja water project will be available for sale. This will lead to increased billings, consequently revenue increase. Committee observation. The committee observed that the company has not been remitting statutory deductions every month as per the law. There has been to unnecessary penalties and interest. The county government has not fully honored its subsidy support agreement. The new tariff was approved as well, as the Dukamoja project is now fully operational, yet the company is still unable to grow revenues. Committee recommendations. The committee recommends that the company should ensure that all statutory deductions are remitted on time to avoid penalties and interest. The county government should honor its subsidy agreement with the company. The board of directors should be constituted immediately in order to look into the viability of the company and take necessary measures to streamline the operations and bring the company into profitability. Divide liabilities write-off. The statement of changes in equity reflects as increase of 17,707,309 in the pay lines described at the divide liability write-off, which, as disclosed in Note 22 to the financial statement, related to a critical balances written off due to lack of supporting documents. And in absence of the claims by directors, the funds ought to have therefore been presumed abandoned in accordance with the Section 11(1) of Unclaimed Financial Assets Act. However, the company did not make a report to the Unclaimed Assets Authority as provided by Section 21 of the Unclaimed Financial Assets Act 2011, which provides that a person holding assets presumed abandoned and subject to custody of authority as unclaimed asset shall make a report concerning the assets to the authority. In the circumstances, the regularity of the liabilities write-off could not be confirmed. Management response. The committee was informed that the deferred liability related to creditors that were outstanding at the inception of the company in 2007, the amount was written off with approval by Board of Directors. Committee observation. The committee observed that the list of deferred liabilities related to creditors that were outstanding at the time of inception of the company and were only recorded in books but without proper supporting documents, hence illegible. Committee recommendations. Based on the information that the management provided to the committee that the creditors are ineligible, the committee agreed with the management to decision to write off the said creditors. Other matters. Budgetary control and performance. The statement of the budget and actual amounts reflects a final received budget and actual receipts on comparable basis of 360,628,367 and 205,103,017 respectively, resulting in underfunding of 125,195,350 or 35% of the budget. Similarly, the company expended 246,522,860 against an approved budget of 350,604,598, resulting to under expenditure of Kenya shillings 104,111,738 or 30% of the budget. The underfunding and underperformance affected the planned activities and may have impacted negatively on service delivery to the public. Management response. The company did not achieve its budget targets in the financial year. In the case of business revenue, it's categorized in three sources: sales, grants, income, and other income. Out of performance differences, 125,495,050 and Kenya shillings 38,204,886 and Kenya shillings 88,719,462 and Kenya shillings 1,428,937 are for sales, grants, and income respectively. In addition, various schemes were affected by the prolonged drought, reducing the available water for sale. Bulk water discrimination in ascertained carbonated areas and power discrimination in Longiani periods for short schemes. And in the year review, in case of expenditure, most of the costs were not achieved due to non-achievement of income. Committee observations. The committee noted that the company failed to achieve its target 30%, which is very significant because it is poor service delivery to the people. Committee recommendation. The company should strive to provide clean water to all residents of Kericho County, since it's their right to ensure the constitution of Kenya. The board wants in place to streamline operations of the company and resolve prior year audit matters. As disclosed under the progress of follow-up of the audit recommendation section of financial year statement, some of the prior year audit issues remain unresolved. As of 30 June 2021, management has not provided satisfactory reasons for the delay in resolving the issues. Some prior matter issues have not been fully addressed as they require huge investments. They further informed committee that progressive solution is underway to resolve the concerns. And all the prior matters, the following are still outstanding matters: unlimited statutory deductions, trade and other receivables, and disclosed material uncertainty to processing to going concern, and compliance with public finance management and fiscal responsibility principles, and compliance with one-third basic rule, failure to observe electricity and diversity, high and revenue water management. Some of the issues require time to completely address. Nonetheless, as an institution, a number of interventions as per the queries have been developed to remedy the issue progressively. Committee observations. The committee observed that the prior issues, if not resolved, may make a company not be a point concern, since the issues raised are critical. The committee further noted that in the absence of the board of directors, there is nobody to check on the management. Committee recommendations. The committee recommends that prior year issues be resolved as a matter of urgency. The board of directors should be constituted within 30 days of this adoption of this report. Basis of conclusion: non-compliance with public finance management and fiscal responsibility. The statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income reflects expenditure of 107,020,652 on administration, cost and disclosed in note 10. To this financial statement, the amount includes staff costs of 107,076,605. This represents 3% of the total revenue. Kenya shillings 169,178,010. This is contrary to 2516 of the Public Finance Management Act, Regulation 2015, which requires the county government expenditures on wages and benefits for the public officers to be limited to 5% of the total revenue. In circumstances, the company management was engaged with the law. Management response. The company notes that high expenditure on staff costs and the issue is historical. Out of the Kenya shillings 1,176,605 in the staff cost, Kenya shillings 77,585,345 relates to gross salary and allowance for the employees. Kenya shillings 7,649,389 relates to employer contributions to the pension scheme. However, the total revenue of Kenya shillings 257,680 was largely affected by reduced water bills due to supply and disconnection and prolonged droughts. In case of cycle, the company is currently not replacing any staff who retire. Additionally, with efforts and mitigation measures, which is placed to reduce the non-revenue water. They accept the direction to be approved. The company will increase its operating revenue. The implementation of the new tariff will also largely contribute to the increase in operating revenue. Committee observation. The committee observed that the company's total revenue was Kenya shillings 169,178,010, of which Kenya shillings 107,036,605 were used to pay expenditure on wages and staff, which is 63% of the total revenue. Contrary to regulation of Public Finance Management Act 2015, which states that the expenditure of wages limited to 35%. Committee recommendations. The committee recommends that companies should have a system to improve on their revenue production by checking on their clients with huge bills and making arrangements on the settlement mode of payment to avoid disconnection. The company also should develop a robust mechanism of getting feedback from clients, as well as for reporting late water leakages. But the company should also find a mechanism to control production of their staff and clients to have illegal connections or non-disconnection of water. When the clients continually accrue, the water bill is reviewed and corrected tax. Number 2, non-compliance with one time of basic rules. During the year under 32, each employees earn a salary of less than a third of their respective basic salaries. This entails the CC13 of Public Service Commission, Human Resource Policies and Procedures Manual of Public Service 2016. In the circumstances, the management was in breach of regulation and may have exposed the staff to pecuniary embarrassment. Management exposed. Most employees are members of savings and credit cooperative societies. These circles approve loans to the WASCO staff based on guarantors, not necessarily the company guarantor, leading to non-compliance one-third group. In the meantime, the company has written letters to the affected members of the staff and bank informing them of the matter of pecuniary embarrassment. Committee observation. The committee noted that during the year under review, 6 of its staff were earning below a third group, which is one of the provision of section C13 of Public Service Commission, Human Resource Policies, Manual 2016. In this case, the management failed to comply with the law. Committee recommendations. The management should be held liable for non-compliance with the law. The management should ensure that going forward, a third group be adhered to. Failure to observe ethnic diversity in staff composition. A review of the staff establishment and documents provided for audit revealed that over 96% of 168 staff employed in the company were from dominant community. This is contrary to the provision of section 7.1 and 2 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act 208, which provides that all public establishments shall seek to represent diversity of people of Kenya in the employment of staff and non-public establishments have more than one-third of the staff from the same community. In this circumstances, management was in breach of the law. Management response. Most of the staff working at the company was staff transferred from the Family Municipal Council of Kericho and former National Water and Pipeline Conservation Corporation. Therefore, major recruitment was done when the Family Municipal Council of Kericho was in operation. All the current recruitments are done to competitively through adverts in local newspapers. Additionally, all subsidies and interviews also need to take care of community improvement. The endeavor of the company has been to adhere to the provisions of the National Cohesion and Integration Act. Committee observation. The committee observed that 96% of the 168 staff employed by the company was from dominant community in the county, contrary to the provisions of the National and Integration Act, Section 7, 1 and 2. Committee recommendations. The committee recommended that any future recruitment in the company should represent the diversity of the people of Kenya and in compliance with the law. Non-revenue water management. A review of water production reports revealed that the company produced 4,089,224 cubic meters of water equivalent to 265,786,506, or at Kenya shillings 65 per meter cubic of water, out of which 1,969,099 meter cubic equivalent to 127,991,435 was billed to customers. The balances of 2,168,75 meters cubic, or approximately 2%, represented non-revenue and accounted water. Water equivalent cost sales of Kenya shillings 137,795,125. The non-revenue water was also 27% over and above the 25% allowable loss prescribed by WASLEP. In surrounding management was the breach of the WASLEP guidelines and may not have efficiently utilized the resources of the company. Management responses, the committee was told that NRW was the biggest challenge facing the government and is higher than the allowable, which is 25% recommended by water and sanitation company both for the WASLEP system. There are two major causes of high NRW. These are physical losses, commercial losses. Physical losses are due to leakages, burst, overflows through existing old and developed pipes network, while commercial losses are mainly due to meeting anomalies and illegal connections. Most of the company's supply systems have outlived their useful life on the side periods, but are still using them for Saturdays. To manage our NRW fast, we have developed NRW reduction plan and created district meter areas and sub-DMS to subdivide the supply area into small and manageable areas. Prioritize NRW reduction. These DMS and sub-DMS have enabled the company to measure NRW monthly as dedicated NRW unit. Annex 12 NRW reduction plan. The plan is step-by-step strategy of carrying out system input metering, water balance, mapping, out, leak and pass, and customer metering, among others. The baseline of NRW in the NRW plan was 57% in 2019, and this is expected to be reduced to 44% in 2025 if there is a complete implementation of all the activities in the plan. Total cost projection to the plan activities is 95,638,170. The NRW unit has been anchored into the company organochart and has been realigned into the main teams. One dealing with bus and leaks, and the other dealing with meter sizes, terminating cut-off amounts and illegal connections. Further than this, we have also established an NRW committee which comprises our team from all departments. The committee holds quarterly meetings to evaluate the outcome of interventions. The committee gives recommendations and follow-up plans. Secondly, the development of standard operating procedures SOP for management of NRW, ensuring that its distribution strength and all activities are coordinated and decisions are data-driven. For four main procedures are being followed at sub-DMA and DMA to manage NRW depending on the company's NRW level. These procedures broadly focus on consumer meters, customer identification surveys. With the implementation of SOPs through the introduction of job cards, assigned repair works are now completed on time, thus reducing response time to fix vast minimum physical losses in our work. However, with all pipe network, we do pipe replacement at small scale due to high cost on overhauls. But majorly, replacement must be done to reduce NRW drastically. Due to financial constraints and cash flow problems the company is facing, the company has developed proposals to various government partners and county government expenditure for funding of the NRW reduction activities as per the NRW plan and SOPs. One of the partners that have come on board is Catfish Africa, which has helped us to purchase about 1,034 consumer meters for replacement. The target areas are Majengo, mortgage, and top consumers. Finally, under the upcoming water sanitation program, a proposal to replace all pipeline infiltration and parts of the tail town is key, and the same will lead to reduce NRW. Additionally, meter testing bench has already been delivered, an ongoing project, and this the accuracy of meter will be reduced. In conclusion, the company is headed in the right direction in terms of reducing and managing unrevenue water. Awareness creation, sensitization of all staff in company have been done, which of the staff being incorporated in the NRW committee. However, more resource mobilization and support is required to finance the activities stipulated in NRW reduction plan. Committee observation. The committee observed that company produced 4,089,024 cubic meters of water, out of which 1,969,099 cubic was bid to customers, representing 28% of the total water produced. 52% of the water produced was lost through leakages, vast river connection, and 40 meters. Committee recommendations. The committee, the non-revenue water is critical issue and performance of the management should track on the reduction of non-revenue water. The company has continuously paid to reduce the non-revenue water, which rose from 52% in the year 2021 to 53% in the year 2023. This is an indicator of poor performance by management, hence contracts should be reduced. Thank you very much, Speaker. I will wish to open the report. Thank you.
Members, thank you very much, Chairman. Father from the committee. Your motion should be seconded. Thank you, second.
Seconded by Honorable Eric.
Eric, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me an opportunity just to second the motion tabled by Honorable Korir. Mr. Speaker, before then, allow me to first of all thank the Chair, headed by the able Chairman, Honorable Korir. And then, Mr. Speaker, also to thank your office for allowing the committee to deliberate on this weighty report. Mr. Speaker, I want to ventilate on three issues, Mr. Speaker. First, we know water is life, Mr. Speaker, and since this report was audited on the year 2021, Mr. Speaker, at the end of the year, financial year 2021-2022, Mr. Speaker, I think this report has taken a long time, Mr. Speaker, and this is a report which was carried out in the previous regime. Mr. Speaker, we've seen so many issues which are touching the company which is being owned by our country, Mr. Speaker. This company, Kawasco, has been irrelevant, Mr. Speaker, in the House. Mr. Speaker, we have three issues which has not been streamlined so well. We've seen that the company is making a lot of losses, Mr. Speaker, for the fact that any other company, for the company to work and the system of the company, Mr. Speaker, they should have a board. And Mr. Speaker, from the report, we've been given that the company is working on a negative capital announcement, Mr. Speaker, whereby in every month, in every year, beginning of the year, Mr. Speaker, the company is using the capital which is negative, and Mr. Speaker. And when you see any other company which has a negative capital, Mr. Speaker, this tells you that this company is making a lot of losses, Mr. Speaker. I think the reason which contributed these losses is because of the board, which was not legally constituted, Mr. Speaker, and they are not being giving the advisory to the company in terms of negative advancement, Mr. Speaker. So I want to believe that the report has captured is the groomsmen of the board within 30 days. That is those years, Mr. Speaker, but I have seen from the hard part the board has been advertised and yet to be contributed, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, secondly, Mr. Speaker, we have the issue of not compliance with the DFL Act. DFL Act, Mr. Speaker, is guiding any institution in terms of staff. You see this company, Mr. Speaker, has around 65% of staff, Mr. Speaker, whereby you see 65%, meaning the only revenue collection is going towards the salary, Mr. Speaker. And the illegally stipulated law for the establishment of the staff, Mr. Speaker, should be below 35. So when you less than 65 from 35, Mr. Speaker, is a lot of staff, Mr. Speaker, within this company. So meaning they are making a lot of loss. Mr. Speaker, there is an issue which is very important. The non-compliance or unremittance of the statutory deduction, Mr. Speaker. We see the company again, Mr. Speaker, has been not remitting their deduction, which are to be used or meant for the NSSF and NHIM, Mr. Speaker. Meaning they are still making a lot of losses, Mr. Speaker. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, we've seen the issue of the merger. I think what contributed all these factors is the merger with the Trinity, Mr. Speaker. And during the merger, I think the balances which was, or the debt which was being done out by the Trinity, Mr. Speaker, was transferred to Kawasco, Mr. Speaker, whereby they brought a lot of debt to this company, Mr. Speaker. So I believe, Mr. Speaker, we have to look at the issue of merger. Whether the merger was legally or it was not legally, Mr. Speaker, we have to review so that we can see a lot of debts which are being done out by this Kawasco, Mr. Speaker. We understand in this house every budgetary allocation every year, Mr. Speaker. We have been giving a lot of waivers. For example, last year, Mr. Speaker, we gave around 31 million, and this subsidy, Mr. Speaker, never even assisted the company. So I have to believe we have to look at the issue of merger and we see how we can be able to assist this company, Mr. Speaker. Of course, if we allow this mess to continue, Mr. Speaker, the Kawasco will be closed down. And I believe, Mr. Speaker, for us to exist, all the countries have their other companies in place, and they have to streamline and to see all the leakages within this company, Mr. Speaker. So I want to second this report, and I request all the member to support the motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, maybe before I proceed to use the same opportunity to welcome students from our school, from the school in the area, maybe led by Honorable Martin, Mr. Speaker, sir, to inform them that they are welcome in the County Assembly of Kericho, which is a complete replica of the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker. I know it's a learning session, and they get the best out of this place, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have just also on appointment of order, number 34, Mr. Speaker. Number 34, 1A, Mr. Speaker, that says a member may at any time, for reasons stated, seek leave to move that this house or this assembly do now adjourn, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, maybe before we came for this third assembly, Mr. Speaker, I'm privileged that in the second assembly, Mr. Speaker, I led the committee on water, environment, forestry, and natural resources, Mr. Speaker. And during the march of Kawasco and the then given the water and sanitation company, Mr. Speaker, that was based in Lipei, Mr. Speaker, we built a merger and we built a function at Race Hotel, Mr. Speaker. And finally, will conclude the same at the Kericho Green Stadium, Mr. Speaker, that is now named Ibrahim Chuma Stadium, Mr. Speaker. And I still remember, Mr. Speaker, I moved a motion at this county assembly that the county government of Kericho awards 50 million to Kericho Water and Sanitation Company, Mr. Speaker, after the merger, for what we were terming, Mr. Speaker, as for salary harmonization between those people that were serving the rural schemes and those that were serving the urban schemes, Mr. Speaker. And the House did approve 50 million, Mr. Speaker, but the county government ended up, and I remember, Mr. Speaker, you were the then for Finance and Economic Planning, Mr. Speaker, and you are a member of the board of Kewasco, Mr. Speaker, together with the CEC for water that is then was the Honorable Chopi Ruta, Mr. Speaker. The only board amount, money amounting to 16 million, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that is not actually the reason for the adjournment of this one, Mr. Speaker. I know the issues surrounding the country, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the county assembly members, Mr. Speaker, everybody is interested in what was going on in the country and the expectation of the country based on the previous advertisements from the very known generations, Mr. Speaker. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, that I request the honorable members that we adjourn this motion to tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, as I request them maybe to go, each and every member to go with the report, Mr. Speaker. We analyze the report, Mr. Speaker. We postpone the debate until tomorrow morning, Mr. Speaker. Then we come for a very serious debate which will result to a final conclusion. And this one, Mr. Speaker, will bring the problems that is still faced by the Kericho Water and Sanitation Company, Mr. Speaker, to a conclusion, Mr. Speaker. We've read several challenges, Mr. Speaker, on issues of salaries. We've seen issues of liabilities, Mr. Speaker. We've seen issues of relevance, Mr. Speaker, of the statutory deduction that has not been relevant, Mr. Speaker, amounting to over 50 million, Mr. Speaker. I kindly invite that these honorable members, each and every one of us, to go to do the report, Mr. Speaker. Then tomorrow, we assist the Committee of Water, Mr. Speaker. I know they have tried their level best, Mr. Speaker, but the challenges within Kewasco, Mr. Speaker, is not something that will be solved within an hour, Mr. Speaker. I know, Mr. Speaker, they advertise for the new members of Kewasco, Mr. Speaker, but as per the law, Mr. Speaker, they are also facing challenges, numerous challenges, Mr. Speaker, including the same members of the board, Mr. Speaker. So I kindly invite my colleagues of the members that we adjourn to tomorrow as we go and read the report, then come for a serious report tomorrow in the morning session, Mr. Speaker, and you will allow us, and when we will be sitting in the House business, Mr. Speaker, you allow tomorrow morning session to be taken only for this important function, Mr. Speaker. I kindly request that the Honorable Deputy Speaker and the member of Kitchener Ward to second my motion, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Of course, before I give the Speaker to second the motion, I think we need the standing orders to move the motion of adjournment. So it should be very clear that we are adjourning the debate of the assembly. So that will be, and that proposal is also under the standing order number 63, section B, which is a motion which may be moved without notice. The Honorable Davis, I'll give you that is second, and then I will give that direction, because we also have visitors from
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance to second bring the motion to this particular debate. Allow me also to join my colleagues to welcome the students from Simeon School from Tabguru Ward. I hope they're learning from this session today. And Mr. Speaker, so having listened to this report and having looked at what the chair has done in the master measures, the Convention has done a good job with the committee. This report, Mr. Speaker, for its own time in terms of what they have elected. And I do agree with you, Madrid, that they should be given a wide approach in terms of correspondence and also a bit of research. So the fact that this proposal of having to tomorrow will allow members to look through the report and do research. And I'm sure you also have copies of the General report in this assembly. You can still refer back and look at the critical details so that tomorrow morning, when we come, we will really come and maybe make a very impactful debate which will help once and for all, because the WASCO issue has been a thorn in the flesh for a long time. And I think it requires justice, which all of us should come fresh in the morning and be able to debate this. So I do support, because I've looked through. I would require, personally, the Speaker, sir, if I was to go through this report and give my contribution, I think I would request for half an hour to contribute as Deputy Speaker and also the MCA for Kipchak One. And so, if you allow us, we will be able to highlight and give the real issues in just few minutes given tomorrow. So I do support, given the fact that this is an important report, I do support the adjournment until tomorrow morning. So that's a comment.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes, before I try to do the question for the planning today, the Honorable Martin, I give you an opportunity to go the test in the public gallery. Come from your place so that you can maybe the opportunity to welcome them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to, by extension, to the people whom I represent, the people of the Ward. And Mr. Speaker, sir, also before welcoming the students, their teachers and learners of the community to support to second the motion of adjournment on the motion that has been tabled by the Vincent today, because surely it has some very, very weighty issues which requires time for discussion, more time for discussion. Mr. Speaker, allow me now to welcome students, teachers and students from Simeon Junior Secondary School. I'm very happy that you are here for the learning process. I know you've picked some of the things that you see here, and I want to say that this is a house of rules and procedures, and also it's a replica of the National Assembly. Here we do oversight, we do representation, we also do legislation. And I want to say that as you aspire to become leaders in the future, this is the right place for you to learn. And I want to say you are most welcome. I know maybe after the session you'll have some time place to learn more. And I want to say I wish you well, work hard in school, because everything is possible, education is an equalizer, and I'm happy that you are here. Others are most welcome, and thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the members. And now rise to the question, which is that this House do adjourn the motion by the Chairman of Public Accounts and Investment Committee. Aye. Will I remain as I would like to the opinion say nay? Honorable members, just to guide you that we can resume the debate. We the 24. Let me further take the opportunity to request the chairman, education committee, the honorable Area State, and the education committee members, as well as the area member of the Congress and the full Kuberuis, to take a minute to welcome the pupils and the teachers of Sumayan Junior from Kuberuis work after this session. So, the Honorable Chairman, are you willing to welcome the visitors after? Okay, thank you so much. Honorable members, there be no other order of business. This assembly stands